Hello everyone! This is my official announcement video for what's coming up in early 2023. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes, setting things in place to begin this series. And I wanted to make sure that everything was in place before I actually made any announcements. First off, ongoing content. Soul Calibur 6 is still very much alive on this channel. We just recently passed Fight 300, so that's quite a milestone. And I am still taking suggestions for fights, so if there's any characters you'd like to see me attempt to make. For those who don't know, my very first video on this channel was a Soul Calibur fight. That series has been the bread and butter of this channel ever since. After all this time, it is showing no signs of slowing down. So I plan on doing these videos for the foreseeable future. And we are still slowly going through Sims 4. I ran into something that required me to sit back and think pretty hard before deciding what to do with my Sims' personal life before moving forward with the series. I talk about it in episode 17 if you didn't catch it. But after quite a bit of consideration, there's a few options as far as moving forward. So I've got an idea of next steps for that series. And we'll be continuing that on a still irregular basis, because I'm still mostly doing that in between other projects. But yeah, there should be more episodes of that coming soon. Speaking of coming soon, more Kingdom Hearts grunts. The Just the Grunts videos have been getting great reactions from people, so thank you for that. It is nice to know that I'm not the only one who finds silly concepts like these hilarious. Just to give you guys an update, I am in fact still trudging through the several movies worth of cutscenes that is Kingdom Hearts 2. At this point it is looking as though it will probably be split into 2 or more parts, but I'm waiting until I have all of the material that I know I want to use before making a final decision about that. So more Kingdom Hearts grunts are on the way. I don't have a guaranteed date yet, but just know that I am chipping away at it. Also coming probably in April, if everything goes according to plan, Fantasy Writer plays Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. If you've seen my playthrough of Battleborn, then you'll know that I love Borderlands, and my favorite thing Borderlands has ever done was a DLC patch called Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragonkeep. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands took that concept and made an entire game out of it. It's like it was made just for me. Now I'm thinking about this a month in advance and plans can change within that time, but my best guess right now is that the series will be starting on April 12th, and we'll be posting every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Plans can change, so if you're looking forward to this series, please check the description of this video closer to the date, in case I have to update any info. Now the reason for the different start time is because I also want to use this series to test out YouTube premieres. I've only just recently learned the potential benefits of premieres, so it would be good to see how they play out for videos like this. And unlike Sims, I plan on having an actual release schedule for Wonderlands, so that people actually know when the videos are coming out. Now you may be wondering, Ben, if you're so excited about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, why wait till April? Great question, and one that conveniently leads into the next segment. Coming immediately! GoldenEye walkthroughs for unlocking all cheats. That is what I've been working on the past, I don't know, month and a half? Basically, whenever GoldenEye came out for the Switch, I got started on this. This is going to be coming out March 6th. Most of these are pretty short videos, so instead of the usual 3 days a week I would do for story-based series, I'm actually going to put these out at noon every weekday. That's noon Eastern Standard Time. There are 20 levels in all, so if I start on the 6th and do 5 videos a week, then it'll finish on March 31st, essentially making March 2023 the month of GoldenEye for this channel. It feels weird trying to sell myself as a pro GoldenEye-er, since what that usually means is you are good at multiplayer. And I was never good at multiplayer, because I never played as Oddjob. But what I was good at was missions. Back in the day, I 100%ed this game twice. The second time for fun. I was the guy that people went to get things unlocked. I learned the ins and outs of this game, I experimented, I learned the AI's strengths and weaknesses, and I learned exploits that I'm looking forward to sharing with the world. And even here, I'm looking for feedback. If anyone knows any better strategies, I want to hear from them. If I've helped anyone in any way, I especially want to hear from them. I'm sure I have room for improvement. One thing I should mention is that in these walkthroughs I am unapologetically using save states. There's a couple of reasons why. One reason is that I legitimately have to, with the particular way that I'm having to record these videos. The connection is very unreliable, and so save stating every minute or so prevents me from having to start the entire thing over if I lose a connection for just a few seconds. And the other reason is because I want to. In fact, I do need to apologize ahead of time for the quality of some of these videos, because even on repeated attempts, there were some levels where I just could not get around the choppiness. The culprit is most likely my setup. I'm using older technology to try and put everything together, and it likely just doesn't have the juice to keep up with everything. So that's why you probably won't see me do much more with the Nintendo Switch on this channel, at least until I can figure out a better setup. But getting this series out now, at least the cheat walkthroughs, that's something I very much wanted to do, and it was very timely to do it now. Also coming immediately, I got some interesting info when I looked at video stats for the last year, and a surprise star was Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Not only did those videos on average perform significantly better than Multiverses, but they were on par with Soul Calibur. And that is a statement. So when trying to think of what more I can do with this game, and what I've decided on is that I'm gonna use this game to do the first ever AI tournament on this channel. And this will be a feeler to see what kind of interest it gets. If it gets a lot of attention, then I may do more tournaments. It would be cool to at least do a team tournament for this game, and sports as well, since that's something that's actually exclusive to this game. But the first tournament is going to be fairly simple, no items, but most matches will be 3 to 4 competitors. And just a note about how I personally do tournaments, where there's more than 2 people in a match, is there are 2 ways to advance to the next round. The first way, obviously, is to be the last one standing, or the survivor, as I term them in order to sound cooler. But to also reward participation, the one with the highest KO score also advances. If there's a draw for most KOs, then everyone who got that score advances. Unless one of those who tied for highest score was the survivor. In that case, only the survivor advances. And that's it. That was a lot of information. Thank you for watching this video. Go treat yourself to a cookie. And I will see you guys later.